Just said at the end there, Robert the Bruce never really lived in a castle. He just lived with all the people, his soldiers, and that, not normal homes. And there is a reason for that. Well, history says there that Robert drove the English out of Scotland, and it goes back in my family. That's who I was years ago. I was 300 Scots, was not really Scots, but we're all English. Descendants of Norse sort of folk, and yeah, we spent time in Scotland, and as you know, my Spartan army, which is my essential being, I suppose, my nucleus is the Spartan army. If things go wrong, it sort of takes over, so, but not so much now. I've gone to heaven. It's more just a case of being more of a creator, more of a god, or I'm almost now a system. I've done so much work, and really what's holding me back from doing any more, that much work really I could be doing, is just really money, being held back by money. So but yeah, that was me, Robert the Bruce. I was William Wallace. I was trying to think of some of the other ones. I don't know if they're listed there or not. Probably not. But yeah, there was heaps of other guys that I was. 300 men. My other part, my Christ spirit had drifted off in those years. So I was just my 300 men till I got back sort of the end of the 1800s, and then something happened to me again, and I got murdered, and then I got through sort of the 1900s. I was 300 men again, and then I got back as myself, my cross spirit again, and all those other 300 men went to heaven, so to do work up there. So they moved on, and I got left here as kind of an angel of angels. So that's my little journey. I became an angel because I wasn't an angel at birth. I was a normal boy, but I had no idea about any of this stuff until I sort of did a lot of research, and I always knew I had a big system somewhere, like a big crown or a big halo kind of watching over me. Always, I'd get in trouble, but I'd get out of it. I'd be surrounded by people, sort of probably with bad intent, and I'd just talk my way out of it, or get out of it with humour or some other way, not with violence. It was always peacefully. I'd just get out of things if I was in trouble, or eventually things caught up with me with the drug incident at the rave party. Sort of, that was kind of like my being slain, I suppose. I kind of got slain without getting hurt in a way. Totally destroyed my whole ego, and that's when I became an angel. So I had to be good after that on earth. I had to become an angel. I couldn't do anything bad, otherwise karma would kill me off. I wouldn't be here. That was my last chance, to make sure I was going to head to heaven. It was sort of done to me to sort of by my own spirit, to ensure I would go to heaven a good person, not get caught up in temptations and problems again, like a big lesson to learn, all at once. And, it wasn't just me, it was more my 300 men inside of me sort of willing me on to. And something I used to say when I was young, I say, we're going down the street now when I talk about myself. I never knew why, why I'd say, oh, how are you? And, oh, we're good. I'd say we're good. I don't know if anyone else did that or not, but I always say it myself, oh, we're good. Anyway, the real story of the Scots, well, we were English really, living in Scotland. We weren't really Scottish people as such. Scottish people are almost, they're kind of Nords. They talk really like, so that's almost Irish, isn't it? They talk really, really like almost Norwegian or something. They sort of sound um, Nord, not Norse, but Nord. We were Norse and they were sort of Nord, the Scots. So we went there to conquer Scotland and then left. Robert the Bruce left Scotland and then I went to Middle East, conquered there, and then we came to Australia. So that's my journey from Scotland. We saved all the English people, and then the Spanish went and killed all the Scots. So now they took over England, thinking that the Scots are all the English. We got away, so we came down here to Australia, and in a way, we just said do whatever you can to get here. Beg. The saying we used to say was beg, buy, borrow, steal, and the people that steal bread and everything chucked on boats and come over here. And I was a captain by then, Captain Cook, so I got over safe and sound. But as usual, usually got through everything safely, and so I had all my other backups. And that's not just talk. That's how I remember it. I can see the whole story, the whole journey, happening. That's how it happened. But you can debate it or to dismiss it. I don't mind. I'm happy where I am in heaven. So all my spirit and soul went to heaven. So my body can go there anytime I want. Really, I just have stuff to do here first, until I'm ready to go, pass on. I'm just still waiting around for to make sure Earth's okay. It's my work, my journey. Taking on that responsibility wasn't easy. I'm like, oh, I feel special, but it's not just because I'm just special. I have to do this work. I have to do what I have to do. And there wasn't much opportunity like in jobs, and I had to go on Facebook and sort of try to express myself from there. I wanted to write a book. Nothing I sort of did worked, and there was probably a good reason for that. I wasn't in charge of what was happening around me. There's people sort of trying to organise my life without me knowing. Hopefully they're good people now. I haven't had too much trouble, so hopefully there's some good people around me organising my life, not these bad influences and things trying to rub me out, because I'm gone already. I'm gone to heaven, so there's no point, That's the message: is I'm okay, we'll be all right, So, and I saw the system in the universe. And that's sort of what I am now. I realise that's what I am. I've never realised that fully. I'm actually the universe. That's why I'm a bigger soul. Other people are stars and suns and moons, and even some people are plants and flowers and trees and animals, and I'm actually the universal system of the universe. So that's why I have 300 men. You can do the maths and figure it out why what's the number, but it's bigger now because I created another universe actually with the holy light. So it's a new system I built. So there should have been a star in the sky, and I said it's going to be like SpongeBob, but I mean it's going to be a fun world like SpongeBob and all those sort of characters. And that's the world that will slowly inhabit this universe. It will slowly come into this world, be this fun sort of happy, maybe Sonic the Hedgehog or something, and all these characters and things will eventually come in somehow. I don't know. It won't be so much Transformers, nothing too violent, just fun, happy stuff, will slowly creep into this universe, and and sort of become our entertainment, our fun, our happiness, our joy. There'll always be probably always for a long time people still clinging to violence, and I just think there's another world, the other end of that. There's just so much joy and happiness and love, and why would you want to hurt each other and be violent and destructive? And when you've got this creative power there at will to help you and be your friend and be your lover and be your guide and your God or whatever, and whatever it is, this holy light that's out there, talking on YouTube. Or look at my house. I cleaned up my desk. It's all tidy. Cleaned up a little bit of, it's just a tissue box, but cleaned up my tables and things. I've been making let me get up for a sec. Guitars and things. My scary picture. I look happy there, don't I? Lovely photos. I made some spaghetti and meatballs. I've eaten the meatballs though. Jeez, it was nice. That's it there. Lovely. And look at the time. 3:21. That's AM. But yeah, I tidied it up. It looks good, I reckon. Got the bed in a different spot, and happy I cleaned off my desk. I want to, I don't know how I'm going to afford it, but I want to put like a nice curtain across there somehow that I can just open that way. This way is really annoying. You can't just open a gap with that blind, but I don't think I'll replace it. I'll leave that blind there, but somehow string up a heavy curtain or something. And I want to get a better couch here and then one along that wall there, so it sort of comes around like this, and sort of a stand here with a big fish tank like that, big one, about 1 metre tall. So you walk through this big fish tank, get rid of all this table. I'm going to put that cabinet. This is my original cabinet for my TV. It's got all my things in it, because it's sort of got space for sort of, Xboxes and things. I'm going to put it there, put the TV on it, or put the TV up on the wall. Get rid of all this stuff, because this will be a stand here. I'll be able to put all these boxes under there. I don't think I'll need that little TV. I'll find some other use for that. Probably good with my Raspberry Pi. I could use that for that, but I don't know where I put that TV. It's just an old one. I'm going to get a smaller box, a silent box for my PC. This is an old case. It's really noisy, but all the PC inside's really new, so I just use an old box. But this stuff will have to go away somewhere. All my guitar stuff. I'm not sure where I can put that. Maybe at the back, or yeah, I don't know. It's like I found that downstairs, and someone chucked it out. That beanbag. But yeah, so I think it'll look nice once I get rid of this table. It's sort of a camp table, so I might just take it camping, keep it outside up against the wall, and put all the boxes. I've got boxes under there. I'll put it over under where that cabinet is. I put them under there, under the stand, under the tanks, under the fish tank stand, and that's just my little dream. I might move this rug over there. That rug's, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's a bit dirty. I don't know where it's been, so I might chuck it out and put that one over there and get a new one here. I could just wash that one and put it here. I could save the money. It's not a bad looking rug. I think a white one in here would look nicer, but I kind of don't care that much. But it doesn't matter really, does it? Could just keep that one. Maybe give them both a shampoo or something. But yeah, I'd like a nicer couch. I want one that goes all the way around the wall, around there. Where will I put Trigger's bed then, when he comes to visit? I'll have to put it over there, won't I? I'll put it over near the other side, near the bin or something. Just find a spot. But yeah, that's my little plan in here. And then I want to get a projector here that projects over our heads up onto this wall. I want it to go all the way up to there, up to that picture. So that's not on it, but up to here, all the way across, up to there, up to the ceiling almost, and have the projector screen come down in front of the TV. I think the telly will be probably where it is, but up on the wall. So the projector screen will have to be out a little bit and come down in front of it. And then I'll be able to watch like some movies on my projector if I want to have like a movie night. I know it's a bit extravagant having a big telly and then the projector, but it's only half the size I want it. Like I want it full screen, like the whole wall. And I'll have a projector screen that covers that. I don't know if I can get them that big, but I don't know. It costs a lot, won't it? I don't know how I'll save the money, but that's just my dream. And then get 5.1 speakers over in the corners, there and there, and probably put up on a wall or something. And get a subwoofer, 5.1, you know, one in the middle, two at the sides, two at the back, and then a subwoofer. And I might keep those speakers and the stereo just as for playing music, just stereo music. So I might keep those as well, have those as well up there, and no point chucking stuff if it's still good. And then yeah, so now I want to get some red curtains that come down like that, and then you can pull them across. I want like a cinema red curtains. I just make it really cozy in here. I was going to just totally fence off that door and put a couch right across it, but probably too close anyway, so maybe just one in the corner there, a two-seater, and still have access through the door would be good, and then a new coffee table. These are handy, but kind of don't like the look of them. They're kind of Greek looking or something, but oh look, I don't mind them, but it's sort of just the colour of them or something. This room's probably nice just for now. Like it's quite cozy, but I'd love it to look a lot nicer, a lot less shit in here, like all this junk everywhere. I don't want to cover it up with a curtain or something. I just want to move it all away so that's a bit more free to walk past. And well, that cabinet will be there, but so the cabinet will be sitting on the bottom there, and have all these Xboxes and everything, all these little boxes up on the cabinet, and then get rid of the table. Yeah, that's my plan. Don't know when it'll happen. It'll cost probably 10 grand for the fucking screen, and then probably how much a projector's like 3 grand or something. I don't know how much a screen. I could probably maybe find an older screen, like a second-hand one or something, but I don't know. I like it tiny in here. Got my drinks up there, and oh, it's good. You probably see my balcony. Did up my balcony nice. All my plants and things. Found that little tripod in the bin room, so I kept it to put my light on if I come out. That light comes on automatically, which is good. There, the other lights. All my plants are going well. That's falling, isn't it? I don't know. I might cover them up soon as it starts getting cold, but hopefully you'll get something. Oh, what's that? Oh, I think I might have got an onion coming up. So a couple of onions, a couple of strawberries, not many. I planted a heap of seeds. That's my water container and my irrigation there. It all comes around. Just a dripper. It's probably, you know, probably wouldn't think it's much, but it's just enough to keep the pots moist so they don't dry out. So yeah, I found that too when I got the bean bag. Someone left a crocodile, so I kept that. And a little balcony. Probably put the table over there. Got my lights up. Yeah, it's all nice here. Just by myself though. It's nice to have some company or someone. It'd be nice if someone else lived with me, but hard to find a girlfriend, isn't it? Never mind. Anyway, that's what I'm proud of today. I planted all you saw me doing me plants, so that was a bit of fun. Anyway, see you later.